Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Jimmy Powell Oval. It's a good shot there into the leg side, 1 run. And welcome to the afternoon game, this one between Argentina and Canada. Just about 3 balls into the inning here. Score 3 without loss. We have a special treat for you all this afternoon. That one swept away. A good field set here by the Argentinian team. We have a special treat here for you all this afternoon. We are joined in the commentary booth by Miss Farah Gorsi, head of ICC Americas. We'll be welcoming her on to commentary in a few minutes. That one played back a dot ball. The Argentinian team very enthusiastic. Brings us to the end of over number one. So I'll welcome in Miss Gorsi. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Cayman Islands. And
Good afternoon, Alexander. Ricardo. Sorry, Alessandro's in the back. I'm looking at Alessandro here. You look nothing like him, by the way.
no.
Much more handsome.
Thanks, Farah. How are you enjoying your time in the Cayman Islands so far?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's great to see the U19s. It's great to use Cayman Islands as our host with the most, definitely. And just the atmosphere here with the youngsters and empowering them. And as you can see, the energy the Argentines are bringing. Um, and yeah, with all our teams, I think everyone is enjoying this tournament at the moment.
And I know that you're a big pusher of women's cricket worldwide, much less in the Americas, as this delivery is bold here. That one signaled wide. And, I just want you to speak a little bit about what you've seen in the Americas in terms of the women's game and the development that you've seen in your time in the office so far.
Of course, hugely as the ICC focus on the women's program globally, it's a huge stride for us in the Americas to ensure that we are also, as part of that strategy, and especially in the Americas, where we are trying to empower more females to participate in cricket. Um, and at this time, for the first time, Argentina has participated in the U19s. They dropped out last year just with a fear of not being able to face some of the stronger teams. So there's definitely the push on the high performance side in the Americas to increase as many teams to participate. But also, Ricardo, I don't know if you know, but this year what we've brought with us is a next gen team, and that is part of the ICC Americas initiative. Due to us having an availability of some team players who wanted to participate, not as a national team, but to be involved in this tournament, we've set up the America's Next Gen with participants from Costa Rica, Brazil, US, Canada, Argentina, and give those young girls the opportunity to perform on the pitch, perform with other girls as well, and be empowered to go back to their home country and support, empower the youngsters to participate in a U19s tournament, as well as the playing side. We've also, as part of the 100% cricket women's program for future leaders, we have brought with us mentor from Cricket West Indies, Marissa, and she's working with some of our young coaches from Suriname, Alicia, Danielle from Cricket Brazil, to enable them to become coaches in their own countries and supporting them through the skills, through theory and practical. And Terry from Bermuda, our head coach for the America's Next Gen, she's also our level 3 coach in Bermuda. So it's not just looking at the playing side of it, we're also looking at the coaching side of things and high performance, and ensuring that every female that would like to participate in tournaments is given that opportunity.
Yeah, that's really good. I was actually speaking earlier on the involvement of the it's a good piece of fielding there. stops a certain boundary. I was actually speaking earlier on the idea of the next gen team and how it's such a great opportunity for the girls from countries that don't have a full team to be able to still come here and show their skills and also to improve. And I'm sure that in the time they've only been here, maybe a week and a half and playing together for the first time. But I was thinking if they were getting together for 3 weeks or a month, how much they would improve just being amongst their peers and playing cricket at that level. And we actually mentioned that it may also be even a good initiative for the men at some point to be able to have a combined team like that. I do know that years ago in the ICC Americas, there used to be a combined under 19 team that used to play in the West Indies regional competition at under 19 level. And we were even discussing the opportunity to probably even try to pitch that for West Indies for the women at some point. Because I know that we do have a pretty close relationship with Cricket West Indies as well. So yeah, I really do like the initiative, and hopefully we can get more girls from Cayman involved in it the next time around.
I absolutely agree. I do believe we're looking for now, and as part of the remit for Cayman, will be a women's team, a U19s team, and again using opportunities like this when we are hosting for men's as well as women, um, to create as many opportunities, whether it's through warm up games or whether it's just a unique team to participate in a tournament of such caliber as a World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, and I just want to say a special thanks to the ICC Americas office and to you, Farah, especially for all the support you've been giving us and everything that we've been doing. We always, whenever we reach out, we always get a response ASAP. And I do know that other countries might not like to hear it, but I know that you have Cayman very close to your heart, probably closest in other places.
Don't put that out on national live
But
streaming. We'll have
yeah,
some
you know,
members
right?
complaining. No, it's a big family in the
Yes,
Americas,
of
as you know.
course. We're all a big family in the
Yes,
Americas team, and I know that the other countries are looking at us right now and watching, and they probably wish they were here with us as
yes,
well. They're always with us in spirit. So a shout out
absolutely.
to all of our other ICC Americas countries that are tuned in as well and that's following all the games here in the Cayman Islands. We hope to have you all here soon. You know.
Absolutely. I think it's a great venue. And I'm, witnessing the great work going on as Alessandro showed us yesterday, the HP Centre to be built on the side, and a lot more. We're looking at having discussions with the sports minister for the lights, because we want to host a regional finals here next year. And with ICC standards, we need to look at perhaps bleachers, definitely stadium lights, venue lights, and I think you're privileged in that sense that not many members have the backing of the sports ministers or the local government in many members' case. And the fact that you have someone as such as Isaac Rankin, who is a great supporter of cricket, he's a great ambassador for cricket, and has volunteered his support as the minister to ensure that cricket thrives, and work and the government with Cayman Cricket work in partnership, so we can bring more events out onto the island, and also some warm up games, franchise games, etc. But a great future ahead with this new administration for Cayman Cricket, which I am absolutely thrilled by and excited by. Of just some of the work they've done over, the team has done over the last 6 to 9 months. It's been exceptional. So thank you to Cayman Cricket for hosting us.
Thanks a lot, Farah. And the Cayman Islands government has been a supporter of Cayman cricket for quite some time. It is one of the six focus sports on the island, and we on the board believe that cricket has the potential to be the number one focus sport for girls, boys, women, and men in the Cayman Islands. So that's one of the things that our president Alessandro Morris has mandated for us, and I think that the board is willing to put in that work to make it happen. And so far, things have been going in the right direction. And I would say that just being here at this cricket ground 1 year ago compared to how it is now, it truly speaks volumes into his vision and into the work that's happening. So, as I said last night, I'm glad to be on the boat, glad to be a part of the the movement. You know.
Absolutely. And Ricardo, maybe we can get Mr. Morris on this conversation to come and give us his vision and his thoughts for the public of Cayman Islands to see and have their children participate in this upcoming future and this excitement to be part of um, cricket. And as we spoke last night on the Little Legends, I believe,
Yes.
what a fantastic program, fantastic initiative. And maybe Mr. Morris can give us more on and elaborate.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Farah. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here and in the studios as well, speaking to the general public. And if you're just joining us, we're live here in the Jimmy Powell Oval in Cayman Islands, and we're been graced by the head of the ICC Americas to speak with us a little bit more on cricket development, certainly in the Americas, but today the focus is on Cayman as the host of this under 19 women's tournament. And I think so far it's been quite a spectacle, and we've been blessed to see some of the talent that's on show here. And I think one of the more positive things that I've noticed is that the skill set at this level is definitely evident. And I think with the vision that you have for the Americas, I've heard some of your comments earlier on here, and your vision for the women's sport and development of the women's sport is the future looks bright. And I'm hoping as Cayman Islands will play our part in this development of the women's sport in all aspects. I mean, even some of the narrative, what we spoke about on here with my guys about the narrative of even some of the terminologies to be a little bit more inclusive and to make sure that we give women's cricket the spectacle it deserves. As we see the fall of a wicket, and lovely catch there in the mid wicket area. Let's check the replay by Harper. Harper, the dangerous Harper. Good catch. Really good catch there. So far, I think, and I know you have seen some of what we are trying to do. So the vision here is to make sure that Cayman takes its rightful place in global cricket. That's the big picture. And we'll start small, of course, where we are in the Americas to try and get things right on the ground. And that involves all areas of cricket, from the infrastructure, youth cricket, as you spoke earlier about our Little Legends League, which is something we hold very near and dear to our hearts because it's brought forth a level of enjoyment to the sport to see the kids playing and loving the sport once again. And so for us, this is sort of the catalyst we want to build on. And we are so grateful for how supportive the ICC has been for us throughout the last few months in terms of um, some of the initiatives that we've tried to push forward to, and ICC has been very supportive of those initiatives. So for us, we are just grateful, and we want to thank you for the whole world to hear that we are gracious and grateful for what you've offered to us. And so really pleased to be able to deliver such a wonderful tournament to the world. So just to continue on some of the initiatives that we have in mind, we are fortunate that we have an under 19 program for the boys that's coming along quite well. And then now our focus will shift to the girls in the next few months. We've already spoken to some individuals that we're not ready to name those individuals yet, but to assist us with structuring or creating a framework for success with the young ladies. Even today, we had a conversation with a very prominent women's cricketer who has a wealth of knowledge, and she explained of the things we need to take note of in order to grow the sport. And I was so excited listening to her speak because it's exactly what we're trying to achieve. So I think there's exciting times ahead, and we will certainly look to build on that. I know if you have any specific questions for me, Ricardo, while I have this few minutes on here.
guess one of the questions I would have is, as this delivery is bold, I'll pick it up right after this. It's a wide delivery. So one of the questions I have, in terms of women's cricket and women's development, I guess just for everybody who's listening, where do you see things now, and what is your vision in terms of probably in the next 6 months to a year down the line?
Well, I want to thank you for that question, Ricardo, because we have put a lot of thought into this. Unfortunately, it took sort of like we only could approach it in towards the third quarter of this year. But one of the objectives for us now is within the next few months, I'd say next two months or so, is to create a framework that is sustainable, or something that is we're able to adapt to our unique challenges that we have in Cayman, and we look to build on the. So far, we've got initiatives going with the Little Legends League, for example. We saw a lot of young ladies turn up to play in that tournament. That is very encouraging from our standpoint, and we believe this is something we can build on. And what I want us to do in the next 2 months or so is to get some experts advice or some expert consulting help, to make sure that that momentum that was built in the Little Legends League is now designed to be a feeder program into our national program. Because my long-term view is that we should be competing at the international level, and certainly taking part in these under 19 tournaments within the next couple of years. So for this year, for the next few months, I would like to strategically um, start to build on that framework with certainly getting the experts to assist us and make sure that we're doing things in a way that's going to work for us here in Cayman. Again, every country has their own unique challenges, and so we will have to be specifically looking at ours and making sure that whatever system we design can adapt to our challenges and ensure that success at the end is important to us anyway. So for us, it's just exciting to have this tournament here and seeing our girls being inspired and get a chance to see what it takes to perform at this level. And I tell you what, a lot of times we can tell you how to play the game, but when they see it for themselves, see someone that looks like them out there playing well and doing well, they'll be inspired, and they will want to also perform. We have a number of the young ladies from Cayman here around the ground today, and many more were here on the first day. And for me, this is exactly what we're trying to achieve, that participation, for them to come here and see what it takes to perform at this level. Because I would say, envision in a few years, Cayman Islands, we should be performing at the international level.
Thanks for that, Mr. Morris. I think what I'm going to do is allow you to make some special introductions to some people we've had join us. I'll allow you to continue on comms while I do some more camera work.
Not a problem. So far, I know Ricardo had a chance to speak with you earlier, but I know you have engagements now. But so while you're here in Cayman, what are some of the things in terms of that you think we could look at in terms of our pathway forward, in terms of what areas you think we really need to pay attention to? I know you've mentioned the development of the infrastructure, and you've certainly spoke about the pathway programs, and I know you've mentioned our Little Legends League, but I know the ICC has. Can you tell us a little bit about Cradle Cricket so that everybody understands what that is about as well? Yeah. So just give us a little insight into how the ICC sees things and how Cayman can fit into the ICC program.
Absolutely, Alessandro. So we were discussing the CRIO program, which is the ICC's entry-level program to cricket, very similar to quick cricket. Um, and that is it's a curriculum for teachers, an 8 lesson document that all teachers in 12 different languages can utilize around the world. About 50% of AMs utilize that program in primary schools, kindergarten, I would say around 5 to 12 years old, and it is the basics of cricket. For teachers who don't know about cricket or are not aware of the sport itself, which is definitely in the US, as I'm based over in Colorado, we we utilize that program through Dallas, through New York and Florida, and that's purely based around the World Cup initiative and legacy that we had initiated in 2024. But coming back to the program online of the learning management system as well, we have the CREO Facilitator program, which enables parents, um, youngsters from the age of 12 to be able to understand just the basic skills, basic safety of being able to run drills. And once you've undertaken your certification of the CREO Cricket Facilitator program, you can deliver CREO at a community level or a school level. What I was discussing last night with Alessandra is the Little Legends is further ahead of CREO. CREO would be the enabler for young children who were not aware of cricket. And again, it's just the basics of catching, throwing, batting. It's enabling their skills at that age to be able to hand-eye coordination, maybe not too much at that age, but yeah, further on. But it does help with those physical skills. It's a program that is free to everyone. It's on the ICC website on under training and education. Videos, explanations of on videos in documents, downloadable links, and it's free to everyone. It's free to everyone. We have kit you can order, Creo kit as well. Again, very similar plastic bat and ball, softball, and available to all schools. I see that with Cayman that maybe there is um, an opportunity for Creo to be built into the school system, from which we have now developed is also a teacher's training kit who do not know what cricket is, and that was specifically once targeted for the US market. And then ultimately now we've moved on to a Creo Cup, which means if you have a setup of schools, your next stage would be to have a competition with the other county or the other province and have this Creo Cup and set up a league as such. That is where we're expanding the Creo program to. And yeah, we would encourage Alessandro and his team to take that opportunity and be part of this Creo movement that we have globally. The beauty of this project also is that if we see there is growth, there's energy, we as a regional office would tend to support with some resources, funding, if we see a mass participation project as well. And we can support in more than one ways of just not just the education, but here to give training as well. So it'd be exciting to see if we can bring that up on the island.
Well, I could tell you, I could see a lot of synergies in terms of what we're trying to do, and maybe we, in terms of the Little Legends, would be, as you said, one step ahead of where Creo cricket would be. But it certainly would be a very good feeder to what we're trying to achieve here. So I definitely see some synergies. Quick cricket is something that we did here, and it's called quick cricket, but technically doing similar in terms of skills and getting kids to do the basic fundamentals very early and enjoy the sport at that level. Because I think at that age, the key for them is to be have fun with it and enjoy the sport, fall in love with the sport. And I as a young, when I was many years ago, when I was very young,
Many
I
years ago, Alessandro. Many years ago.
I remember, I remember my first interaction with the sport and how it's one of those sports. Once you fall in love with it, it's very difficult to let go of it. It just captivates you, and I would like for our kids to have that similar experience. And I feel like one of the ways to do that is to give them fun activities like what career cricket does. Give them a chance to play in a very safe way of introducing themselves to the game and having fun while they're doing it. So I believe what we're doing here and listening to you speak last night, some of those initiatives will work very well together. And I'm looking forward to having the board and the guys responsible for the youth cricket in my team to speak more closely with the ICC team to see how best we can incorporate Creo cricket into what we're doing. And hopefully, next time you visit, we have a Creo cricket competition for you to be a part of, and you would maybe the opening ceremony. I'm not sure yet how it would look. Yes, but something certainly where we can say, okay, we spoke about it a few months ago, and here we are today. It's now part and parcel of what we do. So I want to thank you again, Farah. I know we have some special guests here we don't want to mention at this point because they're trying to be a silent observer. But we are graced by some real royalty of cricket at the moment and are listening on to what we're doing here. And it's certainly a good feeling to have people like yourself and the visitors that turn up here to see what we're doing. It gives us a very good positive energy, and we're really happy and grateful that we are able to have this impact on the community and seeing people come back and enjoy the sport again, and to see how well we are getting everybody to fall in love again with the sport and come in and enjoy it. So I think that the future is bright where Cayman is concerned and how we fit ourselves into the Americas and then by extension the global scene. So thank you so much for your time, Farah.
Thank you,
And
Alexandra.
I'm hoping to invite you back at the very near future. Hopefully, we have something special going on, like a light ceremony, something like that. But thank you for your time, and certainly I know you have a busy schedule, but we really appreciate you taking the time to visit us here and to have some time with us. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you to you and the Cayman Cricket Board.
Big thanks there to Miss Farah and Alessandra Morris and Mr. Ricardo Roach for joining us here. A lot of information, a lot of good things happening for the cricket in the Cayman Islands. Want to thank you for that. If you're joining us live here, we're down at the Jimmy Powell Oval in the West Bay district of Grand Cayman, Cayman Islands. Lovely, lovely weather down here and a good game of cricket so far. Canada having a little bit of a tussle here against Argentina, posting only just 26 for two from their overs so far, coming off of a water break. I'm joined in the commentary box by Mr. Kirkpatrick himself.
Good afternoon, all, wherever you are in the world watching. And interesting conversations and ideas for the development and future of the cricket, especially the development of the women's game that we heard just now. Canada, 27 for 2 off 6.4 overs. Hassani is on 2 and Vriti is on 11, batting quite well, I should say. They've lost their main batter, Harper, early, out to a catch. Caught at mid wicket, went to play one away on the leg side. Went aerial and was too close to the mid wicket, took a good catch. And Harper was gone. So 27 for 2. The other wicket was out leg before. Struck plumb in front. So given up by the umpire, 27 for 2. Santos is to 11. And that's Hassani on 2 and Vreet 3 on 11. So, fair enough start. 7 overs gone for Canada. Argentina pegging them back, keeping them to about 4 runs per over thus far. And doing a good job in the field, Argentina, as they have been doing for the entirety of the competition. Bowling well, feeling well, enthusiastic in the field, and setting proper fields as well.
Funny you
Really
mentioned that here.
impressed with the field setting by the Argentine captain.
Funny you mentioned that here, Kirkpatrick. After the end of the power play, we see the four fielders on the outfield for Argentina. Good field placing so far. That one played tentatively down here to the cover region, picked up. There'll be no runs. Speaking of the four fielders, we have a sweeper on the offside. We have a long on. We have a deep mid wicket, also known as a cow corner. And then we have a deep square leg. Or more of a conventional mid wicket.
Conventional mid wicket. Yeah. Cow corner would be more to her left. Driven through the covers. Nice looking shot, but we'll only get one because the sweeper is going to come in. Well, mid cover ran back. Picked up. 1 run. But a lovely looking stroke. Nice flowing drive.
These Argentinians darting around here, not having to deal with that left-right combination that they did 2 days ago.
It's Anna. Anna. Well played. A very good delivery there. Pitch on just short of the length. Batsman played it comfortably on the back foot. Confidently as well. Out to cover and there was no run. But a good ball and well played. Good cricket. That's an in swinger. That ball looked to have swung into the batsman. It was pitched somewhere around the middle. It swung and went down the leg side. The umpire did not call wide. The batter moved across and passed dangerously close to the leg stump.
Yes, yes, yes. The Argentinians, the camaraderie in that team is unmatched here. Set 8 overs in, they're still supporting one another strongly, picking up the ball, cutting off those singles. Very, very,
Misfield.
very supportive.
Misfield in the covers, allowing a single to Hassini, moves to 3. And the score to 28 for 2. 29, sorry, for 2.
Good start here by Anna. Only 1 run coming off of her 4 deliveries. Tight bowling here by the Argentinians thus far.
Today no. She seems to be running a lot smoother today. Action more consistent today, and getting it on the stumps or just outside the off stump. So yes, a good start by Anna, and a tall, gangly bowler. And a good action when she gets everything right, and a smooth run up when everything is right. Let's hope it goes well for her today.
Yes, yes, yes. Anna bowling a little bit of in swing here, a little bit of movement through the air, possibly from her action. Gangly bowler there, as well as maybe a little bit of assistance from the wind blowing across the pitch here. But either way, she's finding the areas, Kirkpatrick.
Yes, much improved in her run up, a lot smoother, and her action is more consistent. Everything pointing towards the target. So after a good after a good spell, it would seem from the southern or pulled away past the short mid wicket. We'll get one. There's a deep mid wicket in now. Collects and returns. New bowler is Rocio. Rocio, the hero of the last match, who came in and slowed the roll of the Americans who were going great guns. At one point, America was looking at scoring something looking like over 200, but she came in and picked up 3 wickets quickly and was able to restrict them to 180 as opposed to scores over 200. So Rocio is now looking to see if she can repeat here. Again, bowling the ball above that eye line, causing the batsman to think a bit. And that one went into the leg side there. I think there was a bit of a misjudgment by the non-striker because she was cruising and then realized that the ball didn't run off as far as she thought it would run off. Keeper around picked up and thrown. Fortunately for the non-striker, she missed the stump. Got a single, 31 for 2. Up the eye line again. Wide though.
Swing and a miss. No signal there from the umpire, Kirkpatrick. Rocio with a very interesting approach here to the bowling. As you mentioned, getting that ball a little bit of flight, have them look up a lot, a lot of flight. Have the eye line shifting where you have to look up, look down. The eyes, the camera of the head here, unable to get a focused image. And continuing from the game against the U.S., they're not necessarily sure how to approach her just yet.
So far, these ones are allowing it to drop. These 2 batters here are allowing it to drop and playing it off the pitch. They're not charging after it just yet. There you go again. Let it drop. And played in the air, but straight to cover in the air. In and put down. So, Vriti, that was, got a chance. It was above the eye line. It dropped. She got on the back foot to punch it, but she didn't get over it. Hit it in the air, straight to cover, and in and out. And a chance for Vriti at 32 for 2 off 9 overs.
The hero here continuing from her great game against the U.S. Creating a chance here, goes a begging. That one from hand finds the floor. Unfortunately for the Argentinian team, but fortunately for the Canadians, uh, with already losing 2 wickets, Rizzi continues.
Sweet looking drive out the cover. Good looking shot.
Anna here, continuing from the northern end, having a spectacular first over. With that one only going for just 2 runs, she's going to want to continue.
Short, but driven to point. Not a good return into the keeper, but well backed up by the square leg. Well, backward square, running around to square leg. Backing up. Good cricket, good backing up. Short and play the way down behind point. Will they get two this time? They touch and turn and coming back for the second. They'll get it too quite easily. Fielder picks up now, returns. And a good two there for Hassani. A good shot, opening the face of the bat, running it down behind square where there's no fielder and there's no third man. And so it had the opportunity to get 2 runs there.
That'll take Canada 34 for 2 as Anna runs in from the northern end. That one played full face of the bat there, back to the bowler.
Right up inside that ball was. Well bowled, well played, as well bowled.
In this format of the game, any ball being delivered, not giving runs, is a good ball.
Indeed. But Anna in a good spell here. 1.4 overs, only 4 runs thus far. A lot better than yesterday. This one down the leg side. Flick to short backward square. Brown picks up, throws back to the keeper. Not a good throw, but batsman able to get in. But the throw wasn't the best in the world. But she released it quickly. But in trying to release it quickly, lost some accuracy and some power. 1.5 overs for Anna. Only 5 runs. Nice move today. This one again coming in, swinging in from about the middle and off. Worked the way down on the leg side, behind square. Only one.
10 overs here in the books here for Argentina, restricting Canada to 35 for 2, 36 for 2. Easy math there. Run rate for us, Kirkpatrick, going at 3.6 per over.
Yeah. Not that difficult. Can't do that. There's a problem. Anna, bowling well today. Seems to be in a good rhythm today. Run up, smooth, action, smooth. And there, everything pointing to the target and bowling at the stumps. She hasn't bowled many wide. In fact, I don't recall her bowling a wide yet today. And good Yorker in that over just gone. Some good balls just short of a length. Batsman playing to cover. So Anna in a good spell.
We got a change of bowling from the southern end. Jacinta to continue here.
Got some turn that one. That one actually turned back in. Some off break here. One turned.
Jacinta previously getting 2 overs so far for the innings, going at just 9 runs for those 2 overs. Tight bowling from her as well.
Let's see, she continues to get it to turn. Yes. And driven down behind back, off the back foot with an open face. Down behind back with square, looking for 2, but decides against it. The fielder had the ball in their hands, so they decided against the 2. And only a single there to Hassini, who moves to 9. And the score 38 for 2.
Good tight bowling here by the Argentinians. They can't seem to get the ball away to the boundary, but they are turning over the strike, getting singles here and there, not allowing themselves to be bogged down.
Stroked away through cover. A good field set here by the Argentinas, and the sweeper coming in, picking up only one.
A different Argentinian team by the looks of
Victory.
things. Oh,
Swung back over the head, over the bowler's head, down to long on around, picks up and fires the return in. Gets only one. Good feeling by long on. That looks like Anna down there.
a little bit
Tall,
of
fast bowler.
half chance there. Would you say, Kirkpatrick?
That's way overhead.
That one was a little tough, but creating chances here are the Argentinians not
Yes.
letting up.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, pulling the oh, good bit of feeling. One-handed, stop the ball, hit and turned away from her. She was able to stick that hand out and got it cleanly and fire the return in, but the non-striker was true for the single already.
I think a strong throw over the stumps there, Kirkpatrick.
Yes, would have been a close
Might
thing.
have seen her struggling.
Umpire would have had a decision to make. Above the lane again, pulled away, down through towards the long on mid wicket area, cow corner. Gets a single.
That'll bring about the end of the over there, Kirkpatrick. This one going for a few so far. That one going for about 6. But tidy bowling here by Jacinta. 3 overs for 15 runs. 5 runs and over. Not too bad in this format of the game.
Not at all. The scoring rate is about 4 and over, close to 4 and over, 3.89 per over. So not the fastest going here by Canada, but they have wickets in hand and can make a charge from about the 14th or 15th over. Let's see how they go about trying to accelerate this inning. But thus far, scoring at around approximately 4 runs per over and getting ready to launch.
Kirkpatrick, would you say that this Canadian innings is reminiscent of the innings against the U.S.?
Shot, stroked off the back foot. Lovely flowing wristy shot. Out towards the sweeper who collects. Keeps it to 1. And I must say these outfielders for the Argentinian team do a great job. They're very, very secure in their fielding. Not much goes through them. Short, wide, signal now. But again, the sweepers and the boundary fielders for the Argentinian team putting in some a shift here, and a good shift as well.
Tightening the screws ever so much are the Argentinians, not wanting to let up. Looking well. Aerial, that one goes down to the long on boundary. Again, Kirkpatrick, good field placing, restricting them to just 1.
All the time. I think that's Anna down there as well. So Anna is moving from long on to long on, it looks like.
One of the better fielders, I believe. I think she has a pretty strong arm, actually, which is probably why she's having to do the trek from long on to long on, as well as bowling. Kudos to her fitness there.
Yes, indeed. One. Beaten outside the off stump. Beaten outside the off stump. That's Vitri, who's on 18 from 32. Beaten outside the off stump by Julia there. Got tapped by the keeper. Short. That's a no ball.
That's going to be a no ball. For those watching and unfamiliar with the rules of the game, the ball bounced twice before it reached to the batter, unfortunately resulting in a no ball. Bowler's going to have to re-bowl that one, and that's going to be a free hit.
It's be interesting to see what happens here with this free hit. Vitri facing up. Let's see what she does. Swung over here. She got some power. But straight to the man at the player at deep mid wicket. Gets 1. Takes the catch, but it is a free hit. And therefore no possibility of being out. but they only got one run. But showing that she can get aggressive and hit the ball.
But a good free hit delivery there from the bowler, only restricting it to one. As a matter of fact, it would have been a good delivery if it were a legitimate delivery. I would have seen the batsman. Oh, here we go, up in the air, Ariel. Oh, dropping short of the mid wicket. Canadians flirting with a little bit of danger here.
Yes, looking to make a move on it seems. But they're only two down. They got 8 wickets, well, in the hatch. And they can afford to take some chances here because at the end of the day, you don't want to be 80 for 2 off 20. Swung away. This one is going to be out caught by
Anna's
Anna.
gonna get
Anna's
on.
running in and under it. She
Oh,
drops the catch. Oh, she never really settled under the catch. She was still moving on her way in. She never got into the drop zone early enough to settle and try to take the catch. And that one went right through her. She spilled it and gave the batter a chance. This one outside the off stump, straight through cover. Only one again. Here comes the sweeper. Good field. Back
second.
to the bowler.
That was a second life there for Vriti. You remember she was dropped short in the covers when it went to hand,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then now being dropped at the by the fielder Anna at
Anna.
long on.
Yes.
So 2 lives here for Vriti.
But Vriti clearly now is trying to show some more positive intent, trying to hit the ball, trying to clear the infield, trying to see if she can get some boundaries here, get the scoring boards flowing a lot faster. So she's willing to take some risks. So we should be in for some excitement here as looks like Julia or is it Jacinta? Coming from the pavilion end, the southern end, bowling to Vitri, who's on 20 from 25 ball, who's on 20 from 35 balls. But Hassini is on strike now. 51 for 250 coming up for Canada. Down the leg side, swung away into the leg side. Square leg around, picks up, returns to the bowler. Good single. Feel there's no sweeper on the offside right now. And there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. But no sweeper on the offside. Interesting. Struck on the pad. No appeal. No appeal. No appeal at all. So this is from the southern end. This is Milagros. Milagros bowling to Vitri. It obviously seems to be intending on bowling at the stump. Having said that, bowls it outside the off stump. Remember, there's no sweeper on the offside. So if you beat that ring, that inner ring, you could be in for some runs.
We're gonna have to commend the Argentinians here, Kirkpatrick, not allowing the Canadians to get away with things here and not get the ball rolling, but to keep them at a very, very, very minimal run rate.
Outside the off stump, that one left alone. Well, from the field that is set, there's a long on, a deep mid wicket, a square leg on the boundary, a short mid wicket, straightish, and a backward square leg. Those are the players on the leg side. On the offside, just the cover point, just the cover point, extra cover, and mid off. Stroke towards point, no run. Playing a cut shot, got on top of the ball there, cut it down, and down towards point. Good save. Not aggressive with it though, not much power applied to that one. Try to caress it down. Hit out to the mid off. Good bit of fielding again. No run.
One delivery to come here, Kirkpatrick. Only 2 runs from it so far. So Milagros doing the job here with the task given to her by her captain.
53, 53 for 2 of 12.5 overs. She come. Outside the off stop, played away, down through the vacant, down through the covers, the extra cover, and as I said before, there is no sweeper. So once you bowl that ball on the offside and they beat that inside field, you get 4 runs. So money for the shot that she played, good reward. Outside the off stump, punched off the front foot, pierced the field, and once she pierced the field, that was gonna be 4 because there's nobody sweeping.
Again,
See
again,
the shot there?
again. Commentators curse there again, Kirkpatrick. I just got through mentioning how well she was bowling. Only 2 runs off of that over thus far with 1 to go. And as on the stroke of bowling well, a boundary down through the covers.
Well, to me, she got away with quite a few outside the off stump in that over, given the field that she had set. Fortunately for her, the shots were played directly to the fielders. But in this particular one, she was able to pierce the field, and that got 4. Anna returns from the top, short and pulled away. There's a deep backward square, was in, missed fields, and the chance for 2. They're coming for the 2. She sent her back. Chance of run out. Lots of confusion there. There was an opportunity for a second, and the non-striker who played the shot, Vitri, was charging, coming back, but sent back by Hassini, and that could have been a run out there. But a run out avoided.
Anna continuing from the northern end.
Oh,
Driven
that's a clean
sweetly, sweetly. I know you can
Oh.
appreciate that one, Kirkpatrick.
Oh.
Opening batsman yourself here in our local cricket. That looked good.
Ooh. Classic. The only thing with that is that it could have been a bit more to the right or left and she would have had runs. But beautiful looking shot by V3. Work to be on the leg side, no run.
Top-notch
Anna.
bowling here from
Anna
Anna.
in a good spell again. Her 2.3 overs only going for 7 runs. As I said, today her rhythm is there. Full rhythm she has here. Flowing rhythm. And the results of her bowling are demonstrating that. And she comes again. On the stump. This time flicked away down behind square. Will it run away to the boundary for 4?
It
The
will
field is
challenge
after
the
it.
boundary
She
here.
slides. No, she doesn't have to. Picks up. And sends a return in to get 2, it looks like.
Good ball tracking there by our production team. Good job here down at the Jimmy Powell Oval. These guys doing a wonderful job here. Anna to continue from that northern end. Ooh, flicked
Turning
finer
in
this
a flick
time.
finer. Now she's feeling after it again. Picks up just inside the boundary. Coming for 2. Will they get there? Yes, they will because the throw is not strong. Ran all the way down to the fine leg boundary. Unable to stop 2.
That one played with some grace there. Just
Victory now moves to 28 from 44. Victory doing well. Victory doing well.
Anna trying to close out the over here. With this one going for a few more runs.
Short worked away into the leg side. The short fine leg around picks up. Fires a return in, and that's the end of the 14th over. 63 for 2 of 14 overs. 15 to Hassini off 27 balls. And 29 off 45 from Vitri. And Argentina 63 for 2 from 14. So they're scoring at 4.5 runs per over. The scoring rate up a bit from 3.8. So they've been able to speed things up a bit here and raise that run rate.
It begs the question here, Kirkpatrick. After putting Vriti down twice, are they suffering the consequences of those 2 drop catches here?
Oh, V3. It's gone to 29, so it would thus far Does look that way. And yeah, and a water break here. So we'll be back in a couple of seconds, couple of minutes, probably 2 minutes here after the water break.
Don't go anywhere. We're back here at the Jimmy Powell Oval, resuming after the water break. First delivery as the batter rocks back and pulls that one down to the deep backward square leg, only to bring out one. After the drinks break here, Canada is going to try to post a total here for Argentina to chase, but so far, Argentina putting up a little bit of resistance and keeping that run rate at a low right now of 4.52. Down the track, but it can only find the bowler. So another dot ball here to Argentina. Be interesting to see how many of those they had throughout the innings. That one waiting on it. Oh, it's going to bounce just short of the fielder at mid-off. But they'll come through for one.
Played away in the air, a little aerial. Didn't carry to the field at mid-off, though. Fortunately for Hassini, moved to 16.
Our mystery bowler is back here, Kirkpatrick Rocio.
And short from the round. Gets one out to mid-wicket. Field and from the ground. Returns to the bowler.
The flight on that one not as
high
high as we normally expect to expect here from Rocio. Oh, a little bit of chatter here. The umpire may be instructing the batters to run off the pitch. Not sure. We'll try to confirm for you here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here. If you're just joining us, Argentina are taking on Canada, and Canada trying to post a score. Oh, that one full. But can
good
only
use of the feet.
Can only
Miss
find
field
the
looking
mid-on.
for two no. Use the feet. Hit it over the field at short, mid-wicket straight. Down towards long arm, who misfielded, but not sufficient to allow for a second run. Batters were not running the first one quickly enough, and so couldn't take advantage of the misfield. This one worked into the leg. Square leg around, collects, returns. And at the end of over number 15 with 5 overs to go, Canada is 68 for 2 off their 15. Rocio, no, having completed her over, 3 for 9 is how much she's got. Ball, 3 overs for 9 runs, no wickets thus far. Vitri on 32 from 48, and Hassani 17 from 30. So Canada looking to accelerate here now, and Argentina paying the price for having dropped Vitri twice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But the Argentinians have caused the Canadians to adjust their approach here, unable to find a boundary and having to resort to just singles here and rotating the strike.
Not a single. Pushed off the back foot into the cover. Fielder in. One run. Bowler from from the northern end is now Daria. And she'll be bowling to Hassini, who's on strike on 17.
Umpire signaling there from the square leg, saying that that's a legitimate delivery, uh, saying it's just below the waist. Now an aerial, and the fine leg giving chase there, keeping it to just one.
For two. Swept down the leg side, misses. Wide call. That one seemed to a little misdirected there. Wasn't the ball call?
No,
No.
no ball there. That one, the umpire was
Talking
signaling
about for the one that was below the above
Yeah.
the waist. No.
nope, no ball call there, Kirkpatrick.
Daria bowling. That one is wide. Wide again outside the off stump. Wide outside the off stump and signaled by the umpire.
So far, Daria having a little bit of trouble here. A little bit of misdirection on that one, but see if she can make a comeback for that. Oh, better delivery there. Better delivery. That one on the stumps. Riti playing that one over to the mid wicket area.
You
No
miss,
runs.
I hit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You miss, I hit. Was able to find her line back there, bowling it this one onto the stump. Here she comes again, Daria, close to the stump. This one, beaten outside the off stump. That one touch and held it, dropped and held its own, carried through to the keeper. But V3 is Daria is changing her upper delivery point, running closer to the stumps this time. I was able to get that one to hold its own and beat the batsman outside the off stump. Goes to the wicket again. But driven sweetly out towards cover. Here comes the sweeper. Feels clean as usual.
Another nice drive through the covers there, Kirkpatrick. A little reminiscent of
Beautiful.
your youth days, sir.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Enjoying the batting. See the starting replay there. So this is Hassini now. Playing this one down past the short mid wicket there, straightish. She dived to her left, couldn't get there. Long on coming in, fielding cleanly returning. The long on is Anna, who has been tracking from long on to long on and been bowling. So at the end of the day, she's going to be fairly challenged in terms of her fitness.
That one by Daria going for 6 runs, 2 of which were wides. But decent over here at this stage of the game here for Daria. That carries Canada for 74 for 2 at a run rate of 4.62 from 16 overs. Argentina doing well here. Rocio to continue from the southern end. Down the track. Only to find the deep mid wicket
For a single.
come around for a single.
So as I said, a very good field set on the leg side with the long on mid wicket and square leg deep. This one is swung away down towards the square leg, bounces, but again, very well fielded and returned into the bowler, and only one.
That square leg fielder there, Kirkpatrick, smooth as butter.
All of the outfielders, all of their outfielders,
Rocio again. Oh,
trying to hit that one finer because you recognize that hitting square, you're not getting value for the shot, only getting one. Trying to hit that one a little finer, but missing completely. No run. That was Hassini on 20. Down the wicket and drives over the top. This one will challenge the boundary. The sweeper runs around, picks up now though, and not before they threw for two. 2 runs, scored to 78 for two. As we see there, the fielder from sweeper position running around to her right, picking up and returning quickly. 2 runs. Swung away towards the mid wicket again. I recognize that they've brought in the mid wicket. It's like they're saying that these girls cannot clear their heads. So the mid wicket is in. The long on is in. The only the square leg remaining on the boundary. When I say in, I mean not on the boundary. It's a 3/4 way. Again, the sweeper is in and picking up cleanly and firing the return over to the stumps to the keeper. And that's the end of over number 17. So 3 overs to go. He scores 80 for 2. Interesting to see these last 3 overs. What's going to happen here? But the batters out there, they're trying their best to get it away, but the field is set very, 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 very well here by the Argentinas, and they're not able to pierce that leg side field.
Well, Canada only able to bring up that run rate marginally from the drinks break here, Kirkpatrick. And you mentioned earlier you don't want to be 80 for 2, but at this particular rate, if they continue at this rate, not going to be much further than that. With 8 wickets in a hatch, and at the current run rate, you're looking at between 92 and 95 runs. Not far from what you mentioned earlier.
They're approaching 5 and over. Let's see how they go about these last 3. Play it forward. That's not the approach.
Again, testament to the good bowling here by the Argentinians.
There's room on the leg side here, cow corner, and there's room square of the wicket. And it's Daria down the leg side. Missed the opportunity because there's only a short fine leg. Nobody else down at fine leg boundary or nobody on the third man boundary, but got a wide, so 1 run.
Wow. Good gathering there by the keeper as well.
Driven sweetly up towards mid-off.
Oh, a little bit of a mix-up here.
The
Oh.
non-striker challenging for the single. It was not the non-striker's call, actually. That was the striker's call. Striker Vitri. And Vitri was not interested in the single, but Hassini was, and she was almost halfway down. Had to turn quickly and get back in. The throw wasn't the best, and she was able to recover. On drive, flicked away, I would say, down past square leg. Picks up 1 run again. So some aggressive intent, but the feeling and the field placement have them in a bit of a stranglehold.
Daria with the last over of her spell here, looking good at 17 for 1. Let's see if she can close it out. Ooh, well bowled there.
No run. That one was up in the air, and then it dropped and dipped on the batter. Hassini was still able to get it on driven, but straight to the short mid wicket, straight. Daria again. Down the wicket and hits it to the long off, mid off, and they do get a single this time. So previously in this over, they played one to the same midfielder, and Assini refused a single, but now they get a single for the same shot to the same player.
Final delivery.
Worked
Played
away on
easy
the-
down to the mid wicket region there. Dot ball.
Somebody should tell them that 17, 18 overs gone.
I tell you what, Kirkpatrick, dot balls at this stage of the game is gold dust. You want to get those deliveries away, but the score trickles on to 83 for 2 after 18, 2 more to go.
Well, need to get a move on now if they're gonna go past that 100 mark. These two batters, Assini and Vitri, have been batting quite a few overs. It'd be interesting to see the partnership, what the partnership was worth, and how much it's going at.
I'm going to see a change in bowling here.
So the partnership worth 66 of 90 balls. So they've been batting for 15, 6, 5, 30, 15 overs. So 66 runs of 90 balls is good partnership. Slow going, but good partnership. Needed to try to accelerate in between there, but they've been in for quite a while, almost 15 overs.
Jacinta from the
Down
southern
the
end
wicket, trying her best. Gets back in. Went stood him short mid wicket, picked up, fired. The batter, Vitri, was almost halfway down, but was able to recover and get back in safely. But trying to be aggressive here is Vitri on 37. This one was short and turning in, and Vitri pulling it, top edging it though, came in off the splice of the bat, over the short mid wicket head, dropping between short mid wicket and long on, and only able to get one run.
Fielders now straddling the boundary, Kirkpatrick.
Yes, they've gone back. They recognize.
Aerial. Oh,
Brilliant
what a brilliant
one-handed
catch
catch.
there, Kirkpatrick. We're going to have to see the replay here. Let's see if our media crew can give us a beautiful look at the elation by the Argentina. Let's have a look here, Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, this one was short outside of your stump, and coming back in and punched away, and the fielder at point chopped up one-handed catch.
Snatched it
Brilliant
out of the
one-handed
air.
catch, and elated. And that's the top catch. Catches win matches.
I tell you what, that is contention, if not the leading runner for catch of the series for me there, Kirkpatrick. That is not as easy as it looks. You had the time to jump to perfection, and you still had to hold on to the ball.
Indeed.
Brilliant job there by that Argentinian fielder.
Brilliant. And here we see it again on the replay. Fantastic catch. Brilliant. Excellent catch.
Amazing, amazing catch here. Now, Kirkpatrick, the Argentinians putting the screws here. Not far from
being
that.
able to accelerate at all.
Yep, not far from that 80 we mentioned.
So Vitri made 37. Not being able to get that 50. I didn't want to talk about it, to put my mouth on her, but not being able to get that 50. That first 50 for the tournament.
Jacinta to continue from this pavilion end here. Oh,
New batter is Rabjot.
That's the captain there for the Canadian team. And we do apologize here again on the stream if we get these incorrect.
Ravijot.
He's a little bit of unusual spelling and pronunciation for us here down in the Caribbean. So please forgive us if we butcher the names.
Looking to use the feet. It's going to be out. Oh. So here we had Ravjot looking to use her feet. Missed and tried to get back in. The keeper on the replay. The keeper didn't collect cleanly, and then Ravijot thought she could get the single. Was halfway down and ran through, and Hassini, who has been in for a while, is now out, run out. Good return by the keeper there, but a mess in terms of the calling and running between the wicket.
Well, Kirkpatrick, the idea by the coaching staff, I'm sure, at this stage is to just take everything that you can get. That one, not a good decision there by the two individuals in the at the middle of the pitch there. Not even close. She was halfway down the pitch before the bails were already off. Wasn't even a
But a
chance of
good
a single.
innings by Hassani there. Part of a good partnership of 69 from 66 from 90 balls. And she's trying to get the ball away. But as I said, a good field set and some good bowling. This one is swung in the air, out towards square leg, drops just in front, picks up and fires. Really?
Ooh, what a wonderful throw there from the outfielder. This young lady, this team, in fact, Argentina, showing some talent here. Again, putting the screws to Canada, not allowing them to accelerate whatsoever. Canada were at 80 for 2, now find themselves 85 for 4. Kirkpatrick, 1 over left. I'm not sure if 100 is in the cards here for Canada.
Well, 1 over. 15 is possible per over. But we'll see. From the north, it looks like Anna, who's been bowling very well today. Nice smooth run up today. Her rhythm has been there for the 2 spells she's had so far, and she comes now looking to close out.
Struck firmly through the cover point region
They're
by a
looking
diving
for 2.
fielder. Going to
Will they
turn
go?
here.
Here they go.
Big throw.
Here they go. Now, that's the same shot to the same position, but now because they're hustling, they look for 2 and they get 2. That's why I'm saying from early, run that first one quick, put the outfielders under pressure.
For our young viewers listening, that's what the coaches talk about, running the first one hard.
Here we go again.
Top delivery here by Anna. Again. Oh, the question asked, hands down.
Ball not in her hand, so the umpire is giving it not out. She brought the bills, but the ball wasn't in her hand. Brought the bills, brought the stumps. But the ball wasn't in her hand, so the umpire said not out.
Argentina closing out this innings here wonderfully. The coaching staff, I'm sure, could not have asked for anything better.
You can get that 100 still. 4 balls to come. Ooh. Down the leg side. Called. Not a wide. That was down the leg side.
Just 3 deliveries left here for Anna. Bowling an absolute spell here for Argentina, where only 15 runs coming off of her allotted 3.3 overs so far. Looking to close it out well.
Much improved. Straight out towards the mid-off. Picks up. Fires a return in. Collected cleanly by the bowler, Anna. 89. This will be Canada's highest score for the tournament.
89 for 4. Hats off to the Argentinians here.
Anna misses her run. Did the right thing. Stop. Going back again, looking a bit fatigued here. Looks a bit gassed. Hands akimbo.
I tell you what,
Will she be able to finish strong?
Running from long on to long on and bowling a spell. Oh, she is fit.
Nice delivery, swinging in and dropping just on a fullish length. Only able to stroke it out to the same mid-off and get 1. So last ball, 90 for 4. 90 for 4, last ball. And it will be Anna, who's put in a yeoman spell here today. A yeoman shift from long on to long on, and then bowling her 4 overs. Stroke away. They're gonna try for two.
They
The
have
touch
to.
and turn. There you go. And that same shot that was getting one run earlier has now resulted in two. So I'm saying that if the urgency is on from ball one, those ones can be twos. Putting pressure on the outfielders, turning one into two.
And that 92 could have been 110.
Oh yeah, there were many, many times when they settled for the one, as opposed to running hard and putting pressure on the fielder. So at the end of it all, Canada on 92 for 4 from their 20, scoring at, I think that was 4.6 runs per over.
Having a look at that worm there, Kirkpatrick. You see the dip at the top where you lost a couple of quick wickets. Yep.
And then accelerated towards the end again.
Yep. These young ladies doing a fantastic job. Both sides of the ball here.
So match summary, after the 20 overs, scoring at 4.6 per over, 15 extras in the score, 92 for 4. Top scorer was Victory with 37 from 59 balls. And then it was Hassani with 25 from 40 balls. Good spell from Maria, 1 for 18. Valencia, 1 for 17. And Finocchio, 1 for 8. So Argentina, 93 from their 20, will have to score 94 to win this game. We go on a break and don't go anywhere. We'll be back to see if Argentina can chase this 94 runs down.
Welcome back to the Jimmy Powell Over. We're live here in the West Bay, Grand Cayman, Cayman Islands, where Argentina is taking on Canada. Canada posting a total of 93 runs, where Argentina now has to give chase. Let's see how they go about their business. Harper to start from the northern end.
Well played. Lovely looking shot. High elbow. High elbow. A very correct looking shot there. And in the last match, the openers for Argentina, they did quite well, put on about a partnership of over 40 runs. If they can do the same here today, then Argentina will be off to a good start and be able to challenge that score of 93. Beaten.
Playing a miss there.
Saying an expansive drive. There's no sweep on the offside. On the offside, we have a third man, a gully, a point, well, a deepish gully now, a point, a cover, mid off, mid on, short mid wicket, short backward square, and a sweeper. The sweeper is on the leg side. The deep square leg, actually, not even deep mid wicket, but deep square leg. So a third man, but no fine leg. 4 on the leg side, 5 on the on. So looks to me they'll be intending to bowl at that stump, but not much room for error because there's no fine leg, and anything down there is gonna go for 4. Driven sweetly out through the covers, mid off around, fields, and they're off the mark. Argentina.
First runs off the bat there, Kirkpatrick. Argentina starting their campaign with a wide. So they're 2 without loss so far in the pursuit of 94. They're going to want to put their best foot forward here, and they would like their chances here, restricting Canada to just 93 from their allotted 20.
Opening batsman is Daria. Daria that bowled a very good spell. This one is outside the off stump, beaten again. An expansive looking square cut off the frontish foot. Wow, what a shot. Missed though. Through to the keeper. Oh. Okay.
Harper continuing from the northern end here. Oh, it's another swing and a miss.
That ball touched down and moved away. So she's getting it to move away here. Some swing for Harper. And beaten outside the off stump is Daria. Her opening partner is Maria.
With the angle that she's bowling here, Kirkpatrick, it begs the question, is this square leg necessary, this backward square leg here?
Is the deep square leg necessary? In the air and out caught. Played directly into the hands of mid-off. A ball well pitched up. And she's going for the drive. Did not get over it. Wait back. And watch the replay here. That ball. She got under it. Wait back. So the ball went in the air and safely poached there at mid-off by the fielder. Good catch. And Harper's taken 1 wicket in her first over.
Good camera work there by our production team. Damar Johnson there on the top of the tower here on the pavilion end. Absolutely phenomenal shots here. The production brought to you here by K Sport 360. Lovely production team we have here on the ground at the Jimmy Powell Oval.
New batsman in. And the score is 2 for 1 at the end. 2 for 1. That's the end of the over by Harper. Julia is the new batter. Maria is the other batter at the other end.
This looks to be the captain here from the pavilion, and Ramjot. Correction here. That's going to be Namrit from the pavilion end.
Nice looking stroke. Leaning into it and stroking it into the offside. There is no sweeper on the offside. The field is a third man, a backward point, cover, extra cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket, and square leg. A deep mid wicket on the boundary. This is outside the off stump and flashing. Loud appeal and out. Out, given out, caught behind.
Let's
But
have another look at that one here,
flashed
Kirkpatrick.
outside the off stump, and the ball took an edge and threw to the keeper. Loud appeal, and the umpire agrees. Here we go with the replay.
Oh, yes. You see the big deviation there, Kirkpatrick.
Yes.
Big edge. No hesitation from the umpire there.
Yes.
Straight away. Let's have a look again.
But flirting with danger with those balls outside the off stump because there is no sweeper. Had that connected, that would have gone for 4. As it is, out caught behind. I'm very excited here is Nambrit. So Canada off to a good start. The start they would have wanted in defending this 93 runs. Argentina 2 for 2 off 1.2 overs. New batter is Milagros. A low crouch. Well played.
That line there looking a little bit better from Namrit. That first delivery, a little bit wayward. Batter having a flash at it, taking a nice thick edge. But this line,
Closer, a lot closer.
a lot closer. Subsequent delivery, much better line here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that one.
Was she beaten or did she leave that? Hard to tell. But here we have it. Looks as though she tucked the bat in, though she would have left that alone.
I think I'm gonna side with the batter on that one there, Kirkpatrick. I'm gonna call that one a leave alone.
Yes.
Namrit, struggling to find a line here, Kirkpatrick.
Wide.
This one looking pretty parallel to the first delivery. Namrit having a little bit of trouble with her bearings here. Seems to be a bit wayward, going outside the off stump, then finding the line again, and then back outside the off stump. Maybe falling away here, Kirkpatrick.
Let's have a look. And she comes. Good ball, but driven out towards cover. Action reminiscent of Muralitteran, but from off a length, off a run.
That
One is wide.
wayward
outside
again
the
here,
off stump.
Kirkpatrick. She seems to be unable to find the consistency here. One out wide outside the
It's out
off stump.
swinging, and she's not being able to control the swing. Maybe she needs to run a little closer to the stump. She's running from wide of the stump, and it's out swinging. I think she should go a little closer to the stumps and try those deliveries. Here she comes. Driven out. Dropped by the fielder there in the gully. She drove with an open face. It flew off the middle of the bat.
That one went quick, Kirkpatrick.
Quick to the fielder there at the gully who wasn't unable to hold on. Put it down. So a chance there for Milagros, it looks like. And will they live to rue that chance? We shall soon see.
Valiant effort there. Valiant effort by that gully fielder. That one went off the bat in a flash. Wonderful shots here of the field on your display here.
Well, that's over by off the pitch. Lounge.
our on ground
Barren, yeah.
facilities here for some refreshments.
Mm. Harper from the north again and beats that outside the off stump. Beaten outside the off stump. Good ball again by Harper. Harper is a good cricketer. She bats well, she bowls well, she feels well. Here flying and there she goes. Beaten outside the off
I
stump.
think she might be one of your favorites here, Kirkpatrick.
Oh, yeah.
We mentioned her name quite a lot yesterday with
Yes.
both bat and balling. Not yesterday, but 2 days ago. Continuing here today.
Outside.
Another good
Beaten again.
delivery here by
Beaten
Harper.
again. Beaten again. The hair flying all over. But the direction is good and the length is good. The line is good. Having said that, let's hope we have not cursed her.
I would like to say we're 5 for 5 here in the commentary
Yes,
box
sir.
here,
Oh,
Kirkpatrick,
wow.
with the commentary curse. Let's hope you haven't done that here.
That one is on the off stump. Played towards mid on. No run. Batsmen seem to be biding the time here. Trying to get past these opening bowlers. Trying to get past Harper. And then looking to see what else there is to come from Canada.
In comes Harper here. Oh, another swing and a miss.
Beaten
Another
outside the off stump
good
again.
delivery there, Kirkpatrick.
Yes, there is no cover sweeping. There's a gully, a point, extra cover mid off, mid on, short mid wicket, backward square short, and a square leg on the boundary. One lady down at third man, but nobody down fine leg. Nobody in the arc from square leg to fine leg. Driven out through cover, struck cleanly. Will it run away towards the boundary? It's gonna get close, but no, it pulls up just inside. Not before they threw for two, looking for a third. That will not happen.
That cover drive there,
See the ball
Kirkpatrick.
here.
Here it is. Driven sweetly through the covers. That one, Kirkpatrick, as an opening batter.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, textbook
Sweet.
stuff there. Nice and sweet. Out of the screws.
Yes, indeed. Here she comes. Milagros. Well played. Lovely looking defensive shot.
Tells
Showing
the,
the makers to the bowler.
tell the bowlers to have a read.
That's Julia. Showing the makers. So a good looking defensive shot to end the over and a good looking cover drive. The ball before. So a little bit of confidence here coming into the batting of the Argentinians, Julia in particular. And at the end of the third over, 6 for 2.
Thank you for joining us here live down at the Jimmy Powell Oval, where Canada is taking on the Argentinians. Canada posting a total of 93, while Argentina gives chase, struggling at 6 for 2. Wonderful shots here at the Jimmy Powell Oval of that lush green outfield. Wonderful facilities here in the Cayman Islands. With 2 outs allowed outside of the circle here, Canada opting for the 2. Third man and
Struck
Oh,
over
that-
the top. This will
that
run
one looked
away
good.
into the boundary now for 4, over the head of the mid outfielder, and into the boundary for 4. Good aggressive shot there. That one was from the replay.
Milagros.
Yes, this one. You have a look, but that was out of the screws, as you would say. Pablo pitched on the middle stump and struck over the mid-on fielder and down to the boundary for 4. And that called a change of field.
Immediately.
They've pushed the mid-on back to long on. And then she comes again. Played nicely up to mid-off, no run. So there's no deep mid-wicket and there's no deep extra cover sweeping. The 2 players out are the long on and the third man.
In comes Namrit. Oh, that one struck firmly.
That's
Aerial.
going to run close
That'll
to the
go.
boundary. In fact, that'll go away into the boundary. As I said 2 balls ago, there's no sweeper on the offside, no sweeper on the leg side, no deep mid wicket. They've dropped the fielder back at from mid on, sorry, too long on. And there's also a third man in. So anything through or over the infield on both the leg or off is going to get some runs for the players here, for the batters.
Shots like that, Kirkpatrick. What do we say out on the pitch? Don't run. A good
Don't
looking
run,
shot
girl.
there, right
Beautiful.
out of the middle of the bat.
That one
Oh,
touchdown and moved away. Was going for the shot again, but thought better of it. Tucked the ball in, tucked the bat in behind the pad and let it go through to the keeper. So a good little outswinger there by Namrit.
that one looked like it may have skid off the surface as well.
Namrit again now. Let's see. That one
Oh,
beaten outside the off stump. That one touchdown and straightened a bit as well. Beaten outside the off stump was Milagros.
bearings from Namrit this over here, much better, much
Much-
more consistent.
Yes, than in the first over, where she was one good, one wide, one good, one wide, one wide, one good. So a lot better this over.
Oh,
That
tucked
one
around the
push
corner.
down the leg. Nice looking shot. Just worked away into the leg side. No run possible. And that's the end of the over. End of over number 4.
14 for 2, Argentina, and their chase of 93.
At the end of 4. So Argentina are in a bit of a recovery mode here, having lost 2 wickets early. And now 14 for 2 off 4. Going up to 3 and over, but last over looked to be taking a bit of the ascendancy in terms of the run scored in that over. Had a boundaries, 2 boundaries in that over. So some momentum now beginning to shift the way of Argentina. Struck over the top, straight as an arrow, running towards the boundary. The fielder picks it up now, throws it in. That's 2 runs to Argentina. 2 runs to Milagros, to Julia, actually. The score moves on to 16 for 2.
Shots like that, Kirkpatrick, very low risk. No fielders there.
Yep. Straight as an arrow, over the top.
Ooh.
Shot again, down towards the square leg. There's a square leg. Comes in and fields cleanly. Just 1 run.
Argentinians now showing a little bit of aggression here, trying to make an attempt out of this, even though they lost 2 quick wickets early in the innings. Trying to build a little bit of a foundation here, Kirkpatrick.
Yes, this partnership developing nicely, showing some positive intent, and it's paying off. Hit again, over the top, over the header mid off. Will this run into the boundary? The field is quick, picks it up now, and another 2 runs. Another 2 runs. Score moves on to 19 now.
This partnership, I believe, worth 17 now, I believe, but substantially the majority of the runs on the board at the moment.
Oh, beaten
Oh.
outside the off stump. A ball that was fairly well pitched up. Instead of on front foot, she was on the back foot and beaten outside that off stump. Scored 19 for 2. Milagros on 10 from 12. And Julia, 8 from 5. 4.4 overs. Rambijot is bowling from the north to Milagros, who drives nicely towards extra cover. High elbow.
Take a look at this field placing here, Kirkpatrick. A little bit unorthodox. A nice straight line from the bowler coming around to the extra cover and the cover and the point fielder. Straight line, but a nice big gap there between that extra cover and the mid off for a nice straight drive.
And the bowler and the Milagros goes exactly there in the air though, but over the extra cover and gets a single.
Nice over there for Argentina.
20 for 2 at the end of it. 6 runs out of that over. So a good over there for Argentina.
I tell you what, at 20 for 2, game in the balance here, Kirkpatrick. Not sure who's going to take this one. And I think we have a good competition on our hands. So stay tuned, guys. A good one here. Don't go anywhere.
73 runs needed. 74 runs needed. And 75 needed from 15 overs. So 5 and over needed. 5 and over required. And from the, it's now going to be Shreya. Shreya bowling to Milagros. Struck in the air, but doesn't carry towards the mid off. The throw comes in, and good run by Milagros, getting home quite comfortably, but struck firmly and struck aerially down towards the mid off. It dropped about 2 meters in front, and the return could not beat Milagros. Milagros was in safely. Shreya outside the off stump, wide. Batsman choosing not to go for an extra run there.
With the change in bowling, sees the 2 deep fielders being that deep mid wicket and that long on fielder. 5 still on the offside here, indicating that that's the side that the captain would like you to bowl.
No sweeper. If you're going to be bowling on the offside, why is the sweeper on the deep mid wicket boundary? Shreya. Swung on a miss. An almost ball. Seems to have taken an under edge.
Correct.
Down into the wicketkeeper's pads. And a stroke a lot there for the batter.
Those
like
ones.
Milagros.
Those ones near impossible to catch at Kirkpatrick. That downward edge. Almost impossible for the keeper.
Those have to stick somewhere.
Oh. That one wide. May have gotten away with that one there, Kirkpatrick.
Definitely did. Once you thread that infield, you're in for some runs. On the outside.
Shreya to continue. Oh.
Bringing across the line of the ball, sorry. As opposed to playing it through the covers and stroking it. She swung across the line. That's why she went right back to the bowler there just now.
Shreya to continue. Played off the back foot tentatively. I think it's because the batter knew that the water break was afoot.
Yes, so 22 for 2 at the end of 6 in the hydration break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back after the first hydration break of the Argentinian innings. In pursuit of 94 runs, Argentina are 22 for 2 after 6. Power play is over. Argentina building a little foundation here, Kirkpatrick, after being 2 for 2.
Yes. Partnership of 20 here between Milagros and Julia. Milagros, the more aggressive of the two, is on 12 from 15. And let's see how she approaches Sanjana. Leg break.
Leg break bowler here.
And the leg break bowlers are causing mayhem in this tournament so far this morning in the game with USA. USA had 4 leg break bowlers, and development team were going very well at 37 for 5 without a loss. And the leg break bowlers came on and they were all out for 47 in the next 5.4 overs.
The last two U.S. matches the leg break bowlers accounted for 17 wickets between two bowlers.
There you go.
Oh, swinging a miss here.
And
Struck
like
on the pad.
before, she swung, she missed. She was plumb in front of it.
Let's have a look at it here, Kirkpatrick.
Full toss, eyes lit up, swung across the lane and struck plumb in front. And
Yes. Kirkpatrick, we talk about that eye line. That
that's
one
how
was
to look up.
up in the air, gave it some flight. The batter had to look up, then look down, eyes lit up, struck on the pad, only to look up to see the dreaded finger of the umpire.
Well, Barker looking a little bit disappointed there, Milagros. But I'll inform you, Miss Milagros, you are plumb in front.
Argentina moved to 22 for 3 after 6.1, 6.2 in fact, or 3. And she's bold.
1 ball for Rocio. 1 ball for Rocio. And now Sanjana's on a hat trick.
Let's have a look at that again here.
And replay here. Leg break bowler again. Toss about the eye line. Dipped on her.
Cross the line.
Cleared in the miss. And that's out. Stump. Shattered.
A game of small increments, Kirkpatrick, we just mentioned, after falling 2 for 2 and building a little bit of a foundation and being 22 for 2. And in traditional cricket fashion, usually after the water break,
here comes a wicket.
Here comes a wicket, but not just one, but 2 and successive deliveries. Young lady here, Sanjana, on a hat trick.
Can she get it? There were numerous occasions yesterday, I think about 3 occasions, when the bowler was on a hat trick. So here we have another one today. What will happen this time?
Across the 3 days of cricket, there has been several hat trick opportunities, Kirkpatrick. None of them are able to execute it, but let's see if Sanjana has the magic delivery here to be the first.
Toss.
Oh,
and
she does it! She does it!
Stump's gone, and that's
She's
a hat
done
trick.
it! The first hat trick
That is a
of
hat
the
trick for
tournament.
Sanjana.
Look at the elation of the Canadians as they swarm her. First hat trick of the tournament. Let's have a look again.
And yes, so brilliant. Sanjana, first hat trick, 3 and 3, tossed up above the eye line again.
Here it comes,
After
Kirkpatrick.
the lookup, it dipped on her and stump shattered.
Here it is, up in the air. Again. Oh, tried to give herself some room there. Opening up the stance.
But she was beaten for flight because she was coming down, and having been beaten for flight, you see her try to change her shot. Unsuccessful though. Stump shattered. Will she get a beaver trick?
Congratulations
Will it
to
be 4 for 4?
to young Sanjana for the first hat trick of the tournament here at the Women's Under 19 World Cup qualifier. Hat trick 3 wickets and 3 deliveries. Looking for a fourth.
Beat the trick. What do you call it if there's five straight? I know about four.
Here she comes.
Up in the air again. Swung again, but miss.
Oh! How close was that one? Let's take a look here, Kirkpatrick.
Swung away and missed.
Oh.
Look at the batsman lost. Batsman don't know where the ball is. She's looking to run. So a brilliant over. End of a brilliant over there by Sanjana.
Scenes there, Sanjana, on your screen. Our first hat trick bowler for the tournament.
3 and 3. And reduced them from 22 for 2 to 22 for 5. After just one over. Struggling now is Argentina. After it looked as though they were on the way to recovery.
Spin to continue here from the southern pavilion end. Says, so what is the maker on that one there, Kirkpatrick? Straight bat. Have a read, the batter says.
You read that. You read that. Go and come in again. Read that and go and come in again. That's a Google. That one came back in. Didn't have to play though.
Shreya building a lot of pressure here from this side of the wicket, Kirkpatrick. Her first over only going for just 2 runs.
She has a wicket. Not yet. So spin doing the trick again here today. Swung down towards the mid on. Picks up cleanly, fires at the bowler. Good stop by the bowler. Not a good return, but a good stop by the bowler. And it threw for a single. This new batter here.
That long gangly frame looks very familiar there, Kirkpatrick. I believe that's Anna.
Is it? Yes, it is. What will she do? She had a brilliant day in the field with the ball. Outside the off stump.
Here comes Shreya from the southern end here. Oh, well struck. Only to find the fielder at point. No runs.
Argentina 23 for 5. Shreya bowling to Anna. Outside the off stump. Beaten. Going for that aggressive shot, but missed the shot. And that's the end of that over from Shreya. 23 for 5 off 8. Need another 70 runs from 12 overs. Fast approaching 6 runs per over is the required rate.
Needless to say, from the northern end, Sanjana giving the ball again, trying to close out this Argentinian innings with the minimum amount of damage as possible. Sanjana from the northern.
The shot looked better than the shot that was played. The shot was a perfect forward defensive shot. But she got back looking to pull, changed her mind, and just pushed it out into the offside. Here comes Sanjana down the leg side, left alone. No shot offered. Didn't even swing at it. I think if she'd essayed a swing down the leg side and made a connection, she could have been in for some runs or a boundary. Because no man down here, no player at fine leg. Down the leg side, push into the offside. Again, the shadow shot looks good.
Canada only utilizing the one fielder on the outside in this opportunity.
Toss in the air, down the leg side again. No shot offered again by Julia.
The one fielder on the outfield here is the square leg boundary for that cross batted shot.
Struck powerfully towards the middle of the throw comes in, misses. Had it struck, that would have been very, very, very close, but played firmly and straight to the middle field and taken off immediately for the single. Got in, but only because the middle fielder missed. Sanjana again now.
On to
After a
face.
very successful over last time out. Tossed past the line again. Beaten. Where's the ball? Next to Anna's. No run. Sanjana again.
Sparkling figures
Sanjana.
thus far.
Tossed up. And looking to Andre. It gets it into the leg. Fielded by Sharp. Fine Sharps. Mid wicket. No run.
One more delivery here.
Oh, just gets the bat down on it in time. Looking to play it out into the offside. Does get the bat down. Prevents it from going into the stumps. 26 for 5 off 9. So from 22 for 2 off about 5, we now have 26 for 5 from 9. Is Argentina ending a spot of bother here?
Spot of bother here brought about by the Canadian leg break bowler Sanjana, who stands at with spectacular figures of 3 wickets for just 3 runs from 2 overs. Stand by, everyone. Don't go anywhere. The Canadians here trying to close out the innings for Argentina, whilst Argentina are trying to hold up an end. Changing equipment here by Anna. A little bit of a change in bat. Not liking how that one feels. Shreya going to continue here from the Southern Pavilion end. Played back down to the ground to the bowler. No runs there. Shreya applying a lot of pressure here. Only a few runs from her allotted over so far. That one aerial. Gonna drop. Ooh, short of the mid-off fielder. They're gonna see themselves come through for a comfortable single. How close was that one?
Very close. I think if she challenged it, gone for the catch, she would have gone close to it. That was not to be. Shreya. Well fielded by the bowler. Good stop. That one hit powerfully. Well stopped. Played away again.
Oh.
No chance of a run. The offside fielders are closing in like sharks. Preventing those singles. Hit again. This one now over the infield. Looking for one. Looking for two. No. Not a good connection, but was able to get it through the infield. Yes, one single there. Julia. 28 for 5. Can they build a partnership here? Struck and out caught. Straight to cover. Well taken at cover. And as I said, those fielders from on the offside are closing in like sharks. And one was played there by Julia, driving in the air and well taken by the fielder there at cover. And Julia goes. 28 for 6 now. And Argentina in the world of trouble. 28 for 6.
28 for 6 here. Argentina in chase of 93 posted by the Canadians. Argentina needing 65 from 10 overs at 6.5. That one looking a little bit out of reach at this particular point in the game here, Kirkpatrick.
It doesn't look as though it's going to happen. Tossed and driven down towards mid-off. Misfield. No chance of a run. I don't know. Who's the batter there now?
Brings about another
Another
Milagros.
Okay, Milagros too. Anna looking to play an aggressive shot through the offside. The shadow shot looks better than the first shot again. Maybe she should try playing the shadow shot first.
Sanjana continuing to find great areas here on the pitch, bowling well.
You see that shadow shot there? Yes, that's it.
Only to
field.
find the extra cover there, Kirkpatrick.
Milagros Garcia Hagen. Ana de Castel.
Driven. Only to find the cover fielder there, cover point fielder. A little bit of sportsmanship on display here by the Canadian wicketkeeper, helping the batter with her pads. Well done. Sanjana. That one turned around. Oh, a little bit of a mishap here.
End. Will it happen? No. Throw not good. Throw away from the stump. Bowler had to collect away from the stump, then return. And so, by the time she got there, Anna was through for the single. So,
not sure she heard the call from her non-striker there, Kirkpatrick, or may have just wasn't sure if it was a run or not. The non-striker almost on top of her there.
Call needs to be more loud and earlier.
And that takes Sanjana to figures of 4 runs, 3 wickets from 3 overs. Great bowling here from her. Argentinians 29 for 6 after 11. Run rate right now at 2.64. It's going to have to show some fireworks here if they're going to get anywhere close to this 93.
On the screen, we can see Sanjana, who's having a wonderful spell. 3 wickets, actually picked up a hat trick. Driven. Sharp mid wicket. Didn't feel cleanly. Recovered well. No run.
Shreya still building that pressure here.
Anna doesn't seem to have given up. Anna doesn't seem to have given up at all. Looks to punch it, but doesn't connect cleanly. Comes off the inside part of the bat, down towards square leg. No run.
Anna continuing here, trying to show some resilience against this Canada bowling attack. Ooh, struck down to the mid-off. We're going to come through for a single here. Thrown down to the keeper. Comfortable in the end.
Comfortably. 30 for 6. Partnership needed here by Argentina.
And Shreya here. 3 deliveries left in her over. play and a miss. That one a dot here for Shreya. Shreya continuing to tighten the screws and keep a chokehold here on the Argentinian batters. 2 deliveries left in her spell. Figures 6 for 1. Spectacular thus far in conjunction with the spectacular bowling by Sanjana on the other end.
Oh, well driven. Down towards long on. In the fields. No run. I mean, 1 run. Partnership required here. How are they going to go about it? Can they rebuild? Or is it all over? 9.8.1 overs left. So there's sufficient balls, 48 of them, 49 legal deliveries.
The asking run rate here is at 7.59. Still not extremely unreasonable, Kirkpatrick.
No.
Shreya continuing. Oh, a swing and a miss. And that sees the end of Shreya's spell. Phenomenal figures here of 7 for 1 from her allotted 4 overs. Big ovation here in the dugout from the Canadian teammates and coaching staff. Given a task here and executing that to absolute perfection.
Wonderful bowling, wonderful bowling. Effective bowling. Not took 1 wicket, but kept things very, very, very tight. From the northern end, continuing, it looks like a good spell by Shreya. See her on the screen there just now. Good spell by Shreya. Now she goes back to cheering on. Sanjana. It's struck in the air, diving effort, doesn't get there. Gets one, going for the second run. Will she get home? Yes, she will, quite comfortably.
Strong throw.
Good, strong throw, yes, to the bowler. And not before they can get 2 to take the score to 33.
33 for 6.
Sanjana. Short, but put it on the gets a single.
This one so far 3 runs from her first 2 deliveries. The most expensive of her 4 overs so far. That one a little bit aerial there.
Up the middle. Gets a single.
These 3 deliveries accounting for 4 runs so far. Most expensive one from Sanjana yet. In comes Sanjana. Oh, cross-batted shot. Loud appeal. Umpire keeps his hand down, but signals over to the other umpire that there's how many deliveries left?
1, 2. 2 deliveries left.
2 deliveries signaled by the umpire,
Yes.
not to be misjudged as the dreaded finger.
35 for 6. Swung a miss. Proper delivery there, leg break, pitching down and moving away. Drove at that ball. Playing a miss. Not collected cleanly by the wicket keeper. Here comes the leg break. Chance for stumping? No. Back foot looked as though it was well grounded. Swan up, played away in the leg side.
Well played there by Milagros.
Milagros
no runs
2.
there. No runs there.
Milagros G.
That's going to be 13 overs completed at the moment. You see an Argentinian. Oh, Sanjana on your screen there, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, spectacular figures from her allotted 4 overs. 4 overs, 8 runs, 3 wickets with 4 of those 8 runs coming in the last over. 5 of those 8 runs coming in the last over.
She's looking quite spent there. But a good spell And well done. Now you have to make a contribution in the field again now. New bowler picking up from the southern end looks like
Harper.
Harper.
Canada's strike bowler back here. Captain bringing her back to try to break this and try
Finish
to
it up.
finish up these innings here.
On drive.
No
Short
runs.
wicket field. No runs. Sharp mid wicket field is an effective field in this cricket. Lots of balls go there, lots of balls start there.
Canada opting for two players on the outfield, long on, and a 3/4 mid wicket. Oh, swinging a miss there by Harper.
By Anna.
Oh, by Anna, sorry, from Harper. Harper bowling well here. At this stage of the game here, Kirkpatrick, you'd want to say that Canada might find themselves firmly in the driver's seat of this game.
They are. 35 for 6. Just 4 of us left. 4 wickets left. On drive, pass sharp mid wicket, gets a single. And the run rate creeping up all the time. Run rate up to 8.7 now. And this is going to prove difficult for the lower order to achieve. But we shall see. Harper back from the southern end. Pavilion end, Boulder original spell from the north. Bowled quite well, got a wicket. And now she returns from the south. Driven sweetly. Cover around, fielded quickly. No runs.
Well picked
But
up
smooth, easy looking cover drive.
there. Picked up quite nicely there by the cover point. Keeping it to no runs. Dot ball there.
Good bit of fielding. Fielded it, chirping away. Milagros facing again.
That one's driven again.
The extra cover round to his left this time. Fields. Sends the return in.
Well taken single there. She noticed the fielder going to her left. That's not her throwing arm. End up with a quite comfortable single in the end. It's good cricket all around here on display.
Harper. Down the leg side, no need to appeal.
Stifled appeal there. That's the end of the over.
So hydration break upcoming. Scores 37 for 6 from 14. Anna on 5 and Milagros on 5. Argentina need 56 runs in the last 6 overs.
Having a look at the worm on your screen there, ladies and gentlemen. Argentina unable to get up to that blue worm there. And it seems like that Argentina innings is plateauing off here, Kirkpatrick. And it's going to be a struggle from this point.
It's been a struggle for a long while. And Argentina here not scoring quickly enough to put a real challenge to the Canadians thus far. So at the hydration break, 56 needed from 6 overs at 9.33. We'll be back after the hydration to see if Argentina can get those runs. the sorry. So back here at Jimmy Powell Oval, 6 overs remaining in the Argentinian innings. They require 56 runs from 6 overs at 9.33 per over. Victory, the top scorer when the Canadian team batted, she's now taking over the bowling from the northern end. She'll be bowling to Milagros G. And at the non-strikers end, 37 for 6. 6 overs to go, 56 runs to get. 36 balls, 56 runs. Hit over in an aerial manner, down towards mid-off. Fires a return in. Misfielded by the person backing up. Fielder backing up. But backed up also by backward square. So only one after all of that.
Sanjana doing her due diligence there after completing her spell, picking up that overthrow there at the backward square leg position, avoiding any extra runs added to that one.
37 for 6 now. So one off for that first ball. She went aerial. What's going to happen?
Umpire having a little bit of a
We're
word
having
here.
a word with somebody. Not sure who or not sure why. Umpire seems to have an issue with something.
Standing in the way of the bowler here. Something we're not sure. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see if we can get an understanding as to what's happening here.
Is it something happening down at the scorers? Okay. What are they waving at? What?
The umpire's eye line seems to be down here towards the pavilion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Both umpires looking in this direction. I don't know what the issue is. Checking. Is it something? Probably the third umpire. Or something. But play held up here at the Jimmy Powell Oval, where Argentina is trying to chase down 94 runs scored by Canada in this ICC Americas Under 19 World Cup qualifying tournament being held here in West Bay in Grand Cayman, Cayman Islands, at the Jimmy Powell Oval. Argentina 37 for 6 from 14. Third umpire missing. All right. So, what? Dead ball? Oh. Oh. Seems that the wrong batter was facing. And
Still unclear here.
so we're gonna start it. Oh, after the break, the wrong batter went to the wrong end. That's what seems to be the issue. After the break for the hydration, the batter who took strike should not have been there. So the dead ball was called and sent back. So it looks as though it's gone back to the start of Riti's over. This one now played away, backward point, diving away, couldn't take the catch. Throw comes in. No run. 1 run. So over had to be restarted because the wrong batter took strike. So over restarted. A single to Milagros. Anna facing. And hits this one over the top. Really
Good
threw a
catch
brilliant
there.
catch.
Had to keep her concentration there, Kirkpatrick, while her teammate was coming down on her. Had to stay focused on the ball whilst hearing those footsteps.
There was a potential for danger there if the players had collided. But it seems that in the end, the player who took the catch called.
Let's have a look
and
here.
the other player backed out of it. But Anna struck it in the air. Here we have the two players approaching the ball. But it was left. And well taken.
I think there was a call in the end. You could see Sanjana in the mix there, pulling away at the very last second. I think there was a call. Well adjudged there by the fielder. And good job for the fielder backtracking to have the awareness to step away from the catch, allowing her colleague to collect the ball. Good fielding there. That sees Argentina fall to 38-7. Good camera work by our production team on the ground here. DeMar Johnson up on the top tower there. Well done.
So 8 down. And Lara. Is that the famous Brian? See Lara. But Lara comes to the crease. Let's see how she gets on. Taking guard. Looks like middle stop. Looks quite happy over there. Happy to be in the middle. Let's see how she performs. And Lara. Lara looking to play for a no say y'all stump.
Good to
Beating
hear.
outside the off stump.
Good to hear the accent come out there, Kirkpatrick. You hear Lara and the Bayesian comes out of you. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it.
Toss down the leg side, wide. Lara.
No relation to Mr.
BC.
BC, Brian Charles Lara. But let's see if she has a batting talent similar to that of the great.
Short. Defended, back down the pitch. No run. That one was short. She didn't swing it away. The square leg is coming up off the boundary. I'll say y'all stump.
Swinging a miss there.
Lara's beaten. Beaten outside of y'all stump.
Lara struggling here to make connection. Unable to get off the mark here after 3 deliveries.
Lara drives to extra cover. No run. 39-7 off 15. 54 runs needed from 30 balls. 30 balls, 54 runs.
Argentina move on 39, 7 wickets down. And we got the strike bowler yet again, Harper, to take the ball from the southern pavilion end. The Canadians trying to close out this innings. But Argentina trying to show a little bit of resilience, saying if I'm not going to make this score, we're going to make you feel those 20 overs.
So Milagros facing. Will she get aggressive? Will she show some aggression in these last 3 overs? 4, 5 overs. Bowled! Harper gets the wicket. A ball. Pitch. Middle stump on a good length. And there was Milagros looking to drive it down the ground. Missed completely in the middle stump. Struck. And that's how bowled down. Milagros, bowled.
Let's look at the replay here. Look at the form here. Up. Comes down. Good form here from the pace bowler.
And that one cut back in. Hit the leg stump. So that one, you got some in cut there of the off cut off the pitch. And pitch middle. Struck leg. Ball cut back in. Took the leg stump out. It's because the ball cut back in that it beat the bat And Milagros had no answer for that.
Let's have a look here
Watch it
again.
again.
This is exactly why the captain gave Harper the ball. Look at this excellent execution here by Harper. And
See the ball
oh, that's a
popping.
little bit of shape there, Kirkpatrick.
Fine. Yes,
Oh
got
my
some
goodness.
Off-cut.
Perfect
Got
shape
some
there
off-cut.
between
Got some off-cut.
between the bat and pad, striking
Leg stump, leg down.
2/3 the way up the stump.
Yes,
Excellent delivery there. Bowling coach, you must be proud of that one.
indeed. Harper again. The new batter now is Jacinta. 8 down. Beating up to the off stump. That one shaved the off stump. Shaving the off stump. A quarter paint. And that would have been bold.
Harper here doing the job. Captain, give her the ball. Say, hey, get me those wickets. Let's close this thing out, young lady. And
She's obliged.
oh,
back in the
another
ball.
good one there. Inside edge may have saved her onto the pad. Big shout by the Canadians. Umpire says not out. Oh my goodness.
Not today.
Asking a lot of questions here, Harper.
Not today. But Harper is bowling well. Pitching that ball and getting some off cut. You can see she seems to be rolling her fingers across the ball, across the seam. And the ball is getting some cut off the pitch. Let's see again.
In comes Harper. Oh, in the right areas, driven hard. Point and cover point conversion on it. No runs there, Kirkpatrick.
A good shot though. For number 10. Nice looking drive around the ground.
In comes Harper, trying to close out her spell here. Oh!
Beaten. That one cut in again. All the stumps exposed. The batter, Jacinta, not interested in covering.
Let's have a look again here. Replay slowed down.
Pitch
Oh!
middle, pitch middle, cut down leg. Barely missed that leg stump.
Was there a
Quarter varnish and that would have been bowled down.
Was there a strong gust there going across the? Did the stump shift just marginally there, Kirkpatrick?
Just a bit.
Oh,
Down the leg
that
side.
one pushed a little too
Wide
far
ball.
down.
Harper seemed to be struggling towards the end of this over. She looks a bit gassed there.
Stats there on screen for
There's
Harper.
A little bit of a hill there from the south. A little bit of an incline.
Trying to close out the spell.
This is though she's. That
Oh,
one moved out.
oh, excellent single
Brilliant.
there to end the over.
Replay. That one swung out. Let's see that replay.
Harper here, her spell over. Let's have a look at her figures here, Kirkpatrick.
4 overs, no maidens, 8 runs, 2 wickets. Economy rate 2.00. But a good spell from Harper, completing her 4 overs for 8 runs. 2 wickets. Victory.
Free tee to continue here from the northern end.
Bowler 1 over for 2 runs, got 1 wicket.
Up above the
the-
eye line there,
Swung
Kirkpatrick.
away. Will it go to the boundary? No, it won't.
Gonna challenge, but they will come back for
Coming
2.
back for 2. Fires a return in. But Lara is home. Lara is home.
I don't know if you folks can hear it in the background here, but loud ovations from their Argentinian teammates. Despite the situation, every run counts, and they're gonna support their teammates.
Yeah,
Oh.
back to the bowler. Out, caught, and bowled. A soft out.
Let's have a look here, Kirkpatrick. Vriti from that northern end.
Ball swung back to the bowler.
Easy catch.
Comfortable catch. And off we go. So
Ar-
9 down now for 43 runs.
That's gonna be
16.2 overs.
what was the name of the batter there, Kurt? Was that Milagros?
Yes, I think that was yes. Because Lara is still there.
Oh, it was Jacinta facing 7 deliveries. Only able to conjure up 3 runs, but 3 runs to the total nonetheless. Again,
Cotton ball by Vitri.
that sees Argentina to 43 for 9. Only 1 wicket left. Last partnership here at the crease.
Mora and Lara. Mora on strike, Lara at the non-striker's end. And from the northern end or far end, it's going to be Vitri.
Changes in the field is going to see a slip come into play in that deep square leg. It's going to come into a more regular, normal square leg position. Big
out.
shout, and
Shot
that's
on the
out.
plan. Loud appeal, plum, gone for all money. And that's the end of the game. Argentina bowled out for 43 from 16.3 overs.
Let's have a look at it again here, Kirkpatrick. This one flighted, enticing the cross-batted shot. Oh, no, not even. Tried to defend that one out.
That's done. That's dead. That's the middle of middle.
Well, as they say,
So brilliant bowling spell here. Brilliant bowling. Good outing in the field for Canada this time around. Bowling Argentina for 43 of 16.3 overs. Good bowling by all the bowlers that turn up, and good fielding, good catching, good field placements, and had Argentina in a stranglehold from the beginning at 2 for 2. Then there was a slight partnership taking them to 22 for 2, but the water break came, the leg spinners came, and that was it. From 22 for 2, they were all out for 43.
Canada winning by 49 runs. Wonderful images here on your screen of the Argentinians and the Canadians giving each other a handshake, saying thank you for the match. Wonderful match here. Beautiful sights down here at the Jimmy Powell Oval from the Women's Under-19 World Cup qualifying tournament.
Canada won by 49 runs, so a big victory for Canada here. I think that would move them up to second place in this tournament right now, if we look at the standings.
Sanjana on your screen there, the hat trick bowler. These ladies taking pictures here. The new gen ladies with the heart symbols by the fingers. I'm not familiar what that one's called. I'm a little bit too old for that one, but I know that it's a symbol of a heart there, Kirkpatrick.
If you don't know, I will not know. I have no clue.
Wonderful scenes here down at the Jimmy Powell Oval. Join us in a few moments as we go down to the post-match presentation. Thanks for joining us.
Post-match presentation will be live as well. So you can listen up, see who's the man of the match, and have a listen to the captains, see what their take on today's game was. And that should be within 2 to 5 minutes.
Don't leave just yet.
All right, Manzies.
Check mic 1 2.
So I will stand here then. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. I wish I to have a word with the losing captain. From the first day now, the rest of the days. Like to congratulate Let's